Kenny Foster. Today I have a very special guest with me, Mr. Jim Lawrence. Jim is a flight nurse with Cox Air Care, but he's also a deputy sheriff with the Greene County Sheriff's Department. Jim, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I want you to tell us a little bit about how you got started as a nurse and how you also became a deputy. I mean, it's unusual to see a dual career out there.
Well, I've been a nurse the last 28 years of my life, and I started out in the neurotrauma intensive care unit. Was there for 5 years and then started flying, and that's where I found my niche. I've always had it instilling inside that I wanted to help others and serve my community in the best way that I could. And going to nursing school and then getting into the flight program, that was my niche, and that's where I've enjoyed it. About 9 years ago, I had the opportunity to get into law enforcement, and I realized very quickly it was another opportunity for me to serve my community and serve others in this community in a different capacity. I've learned that there's a lot of similarities between the two, but there's a lot of differences. But the main thing is that it results in serving others.
That's great. Like I say, it's unusual to find somebody, especially picking those two fields, two of the most stressful fields there is in our society today, but I applaud you for doing that. We're going to pick on a subject today that I feel has become very important. And it's very important because of my background and everything with high school fishing and having to have the boaters CPR certified. I went one step further. We wanted our school certified. So Spokane, we got CPR with the students that will be in that fishing program. But I hear now that they're bringing CPR to the schools in the state of Missouri. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's very exciting. Senate Bill 457 was passed this year, and it is bringing CPR and Heimlich maneuver instruction into the high schools, that every student, before they can graduate, will have a 30-minute segment class of CPR and Heimlich maneuvers to educate them and give them knowledge to take care of people. The American Heart learned that when they interviewed people that didn't intervene in an emergency situation, they asked them why, and a lot of times it was because either they didn't have the knowledge or they had it so long ago they were uncertain as to what they needed to do, whether they needed to breathe, whether compress, whatever it was. And so this bill has been passed that will really reduce and compact the knowledge that will be beneficial to the community. And that's basically, these students will just observe, call 911, and then start compressions, just hard and fast in the middle of the chest, and that is it.
That's just for public and private schools both?
Yes, it's for public and private schools, and that's what's even more exciting. We estimate that at the end of this year, over 60,000 students in Missouri will now have knowledge and been exposed to the CPR class.
Who can teach these classes to the kids?
It doesn't require a certified trainer, and that's the other exciting part about this. It's loose enough that PE teachers and health teachers can contact either a local entity for guidance and direction, or they can borrow kits that are available through different organizations that they can use in their class. And it's a 30-minute program that you watch a video and you watch on CPR, again, observing, activating 911, and then doing compressions, and then also on the Heimlich maneuver if someone is choking. And it's, again, just a 30-minute class. There's no stress involved, especially when you look at it as the opportunity to help others.
Well, there's a lot of entities out there that would help them at no charge. I know at Spokane, we had Cox come in, and they brought in, I think, 4 people. And we worked with the students, taught them CPR. We worked with the boaters as well to teach them CPR. The boaters had to be. There was no charge to the students at all.
Exactly. These are free opportunities. There's a lot of community resources from fire and rescue departments, ambulance services, hospitals that may be in the area. They want more than anything to get this information out there. And it's at no cost to the schools, especially with this modified student CPR that we're seeing.
That's what I was going to ask you. Some people and everything are overwhelmed when it comes to performing CPR. With this form, it pretty much puts them at ease to do it.
It really does. It is an opportunity, and that's what I always tell people if they start getting nervous is just think about you're using this knowledge to and giving yourself a tool that if someone around you experiences this emergent situation, that you can intervene and may make a difference in whether they survive or not. Statistics are showing that if we can at least do this basic recognizing the emergency, calling 911, and starting the compressions, it's increasing their survival rate 2 and 3 times.
I know they have to have it to graduate high school now. That's what they're bringing up with the Senate bill. How important is it for them to take this class serious?
It's really important because, again, putting it into perspective, it's an opportunity that you can make a difference in somebody's life, and it may not be that stranger. It could be your mom, your dad, your brother, or your sister. It could be your best friend in school. And equipping you with the basic knowledge of doing those 3 steps may make the difference in whether that person that you love the most or closest to survives that event.
Is there anything you'd like to further elaborate on this that's coming to our schools?
I hope that everyone is excited about it and takes it seriously. I hope that we teach the components that need to be taught, and that it's not taken lightly, that it is a big step in making a difference at some point in somebody's life. And I think if we educate more and more people, and we do take it to heart that this is an important step, then it'll be a success.
Well, folks, coming from a flight nurse and a deputy sheriff, how important this class is for you to take and be serious when you take it in our schools. Please, when you get the chance to take it, be serious about it. Thank you for joining Growing Up in the Outdoors. I'm your host, Kenny Foster. I appreciate Jim being on the show with me. We'll be back with another segment.